In today's video, I'm going to talk about the number one universal law to manifest the most abundance. No, quite frankly, I'm going to show you exactly why the laws are not actually the reasons why you find abundance. It's your misconception of yourself, your own self concept, that takes those laws and then divides you from them. Now, just to forewarn you, I got my 4-year old, I got my 2-year old, and I got my dogs and my lady. And it's lunchtime, and they're out there right now. So you might hear some backlash. Rock with it. You hear those bells? I don't know if you can. All right, so check it out. We obviously know, if you're seeing my channel, about these things called universal laws. The biggest one that is the most renowned is the law of attraction, and it was born out of this beautiful movie, not necessarily born out of it, but people started to become more aware of it after this beautiful movie called The Secret came out. And The Secret touched on a lot of great things. However, it hasn't necessarily been able to bring to the depth of what the core aspect and understanding of the law of attraction is. Now, right now we're in a time and space and place where everyone is really starting to become new age, so to speak. Or in other words, I can manifest my greatest life. And you can. I am currently doing it and have been doing it and will continue to do it, right? Or I'm going to attract my person or attract my business or attract the employees for the business. Whatever it is that you are looking at or desiring, right? We have an internal mechanism that is causing us to be able to feel the need, the want, and or desire for more, right? It's a natural mechanism. Now, speaking in tune and in alignment with manifestation principles, the law of attraction, all of these things. See, in this video, I'm going to give you a deeper understanding on how to utilize the laws to get to know and understand the abundance that you are. Does that make sense? So the big universal law of manifesting abundance in your life is very first thing I want you to understand about that is this. Abundance is more than one thing. Abundance is not actually even a thing. It's a state of being. It's a perspective. It's a state of being. It's a perspective. So case in point, let me ask you this. Are you abundant in oxygen right now? You are. You have the perspective that oxygen is always available. But if I were to ask you, are you abundant in health, in money, in certainty, you might be able to say yes, but majority of people are going to say no due to the fact that they feel like they've never had enough, that they don't have enough, and they won't have enough. Right? So with that perception in that state of being, it then takes your said abundance and then places it into that selection of your perspective, and now you are abundant in lack. That is why you continue to experience more lack. Now, what if I told you it's not abundance that you are trying to manifest and accept through understanding universal laws? No, it's your association and understanding that you are abundant in one thing that breeds the abundance of others. And that number one thing is focus. If you can do me a favor, inside of the comments, put the word focus to anchor it into the subconscious. I need you to understand, whatever you simply focus on is going to have you grow inside of that belief system, because it's very hard for you to not believe the thing that you are focused on and then creating stories, definitions, and meanings out of. Now, let me make this make sense in a way that's going to be able to make sense for you. I specialize with entrepreneurs, with business owners, with individuals that are intuitive as well as imaginative, for those that are starting their businesses, all the way to those that have lost themselves in their business. That's who I specialize with. And since that has been the case, I've had my fair share of understanding through my pain and suffering and choices and unchoices, all this great kind of stuff, unchoices, choices that have not been made, the whole nine. But let me tell you why I have built, failed so many businesses in order to understand now that anything that I touch turns to gold. And this is why. There was a time where I was starting my business, hired my very first few handful of employees, everything was going great. And then it got to a point where the marketing strategy and system that I was utilizing to build my business stopped working. And then because that stopped working, because the market caught up to it, I then looked at the business from these three standpoints. One, the way that my clients were not sticking around, how my client acquisition system has been failing. And then I started looking at all the reasons why I needed to stop focusing on the clients I did have and focus on making sure that I had a client acquisition system. My focus went on what I did not have. And then as my business was starting to crumble, clients are leaving, I start to hard press. I need more clients. I need more money. Why? Because I have to pay my employees. I have to pay for the bills. I got to take care of everything. You can automatically see that simply because my focus shifted from what I did have and what was going well. When it stopped going well, I went ahead and started to focus on the thing that I did not have and then started taking action out of that lack based off of that focus. So then the stories, definitions, and meanings of I'm losing clients, I don't have any clients, and I can't pay this, and now I'm in fear of that, and now I'm feeling shame. Now I energetically have aligned myself to the abundance of not having. And then as I start to really as I start to get in alignment with not having, weird enough, through the law of correspondence, I start experiencing more evidence. I start experiencing more reasons why I was exactly right. So let me tell you this. You're always right based off of what you focus on and then give your stories definitions and meanings to, that then are creating a literal self-proclaimed prophecy that you are now going to experience based off of the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that are born out of your shitty focus. Does that make sense? There was no amount of tactics or strategies or mentors or videos that I could watch that was going to save me. Why? Because my focus was what I did not have. I think I beat the horse now. All right, okay. Stick with me, we only do things once here. So now, why is it that everything that I touch turns to gold? Well, number one, where's my focus? My focus is on what I am building, what I am creating, and the intention behind it. Okay. Number two, the stories, definitions, and meanings that I am giving my life in this present moment are born in the unknown rather than out of my memory. If I focus on my memory, I'm going to be reminded of all the failures. But if I allow myself to feel safe in the unknown, well, then now I'm in alignment to God within me. I do the bare minimum, but I do it as if somebody has wrote me a check for a few $1 million to get the job done. So then I'm doing the bare minimum, but the thing that I am doing, I'm doing it to an expert freaking level. Versus doing everything and not getting anything back. Doing everything and then having that be an expression of my insecurity. Having my hard work be an expression of my ignorance to how safe I already am. There's a lot to break down inside of this video. I don't want it to go too long. So here's what I'm gonna have you guys do. Number one, my community is growing, it's exceptional. I opened a few positions up on my wait list. You can find that somewhere down here, okay? Feel free to do the things with the buttons. Share this information with individuals. Share my beautiful face with people that you think need to see it. Do the things with the buttons. I have so much on this content, but I have so much more content coming because I have this abundance within me. My name is Master Johnson, and you, my friend, are the master architect of your life. So be the master of it. Thank you for watching my video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, be well.